Hello my studious friends, welcome to this 11th lecture on the topic of bills of exchange. Now this question which we are going to solve is a single situation now and single event. In the previous questions we have solved all the different situations, same problem if it is honored, same problem if it is dishonored, same problem if retained or discounted or endorsed or sent to bank for collection, and in each case either honored or dishonored. That is how we have solved the question. But this is a simple question. One single event, one single situation. Either it is retained and dishonored or retained and dishonored, whatever it is. Only one single situation and only one single event. But most important, they are asking us to prepare the ledger accounts also. So this problem is important because it talks about journal as well as ledger. Kabir owes Rahul rupees 37,000 on 1st December 2019. First line is very important line for me. What have they told you here? They have not spoken anything about sales made now. They are telling you Kabir owes Rahul. So Kabir already owes. As on 1st December 2019, Kabir is already owing some money to Rahul. Kabir is already the debtor of Rahul. Rahul is already the creditor of Kabir. That means before 1st December 2019, sometime in the past, goods were sold by Rahul to Kabir. Before 1st December 2019, sometime in the past, somewhere in the past, Rahul has already sold goods of rupees 37,000 to Kabir, or probably he might have sold goods of rupees 50,000 also, out of which 13,000 are already settled, paid, but 37,000 balance is still remaining. So we don't know what is the transaction of sale or purchase. We only know that out of the old transaction of sale or purchase which might have happened at any point of time in the past, a balance remaining is rupees 37,000. So this problem is not going to have the first transaction of sale or purchase, but this transaction is going to have opening balance in the ledger account. Now this is a very important rule to be kept in mind. See the rule: if the problem gives you the transaction of sale or purchase, then the ledger accounts may not have opening balance. But on the other hand, if the bill of exchange problem is not giving you the transaction of sale or purchase, then it means the ledger account must have debit and credit balance respectively. In the books of drawer, drawee's account will have a debit balance, and in the books of drawee, drawer's account must have a opening credit balance. I am repeating again, what is the rule which I have told you? If the problem of bill of exchange has the transaction of sale or purchase, then there may or may not be opening balance to the drawer and drawee's account in the respective books. But if the problem does not have the transaction of sale or purchase, then in the books of drawer, drawee's ledger account must have, should have, will have, whatever the case may be, it must have opening debit balance. And in the books of drawee, drawer's account must have, should have opening credit balance. सेल आणि परचेसचा ट्रान्झॅक्शन असेल तर बहुतेक वेळेला ओपनिंग बॅलन्स नसतो, पण सेल आणि परचेसचं ट्रान्झॅक्शन दिलेलं नसेल तर ओपनिंग बॅलन्स असलाच पाहिजे. ड्रॉवरच्या बुक्समध्ये ड्रॉई कोण असणार? डेटर म्हणजे डेबिट बॅलन्स, आणि ड्रॉईच्या बुक्समध्ये ड्रॉवर कोण असणार? क्रेडिटर म्हणजे क्रेडिट बॅलन्स. हे लक्षात ठेवायचं. जर का हे लिहायला विसरलात तर लेजर अकाउंट टॅली होणार नाहीत. इफ यू फेल टू राईट दी ओपनिंग बॅलन्सेस, युअर लेजर अकाउंट्स वोंट टॅली and you will find that your answer is going wrong. That particular thing should not happen. So what is the rule? If there is sale or purchase transaction, opening balance may not be there. But if there is no sale or purchase transaction, opening balance must be there. And how to write the opening balance? In the books of drawer, drawee's account will have an opening debit balance, that means on debit side. In the books of drawee, drawer's account opening credit balance, that means on credit side. This is the basic thing to be kept in mind. If you know this, nobody can reduce your marks, nobody can cut your marks, nobody can deduct your marks. You're going to get full marks. Okay, chalo. On the due date, the bill is dishonored by Kabir. Kabir accepts the 3 months bill for rupees 35,500 in full settlement. Very good. This is one more point. The transaction is of rupees 37,000, but the bill drawn is of 35,500. It means the bill is not drawn for rupees 37,000. It means there is a cash discount of rupees 1,500. And on the due date, the bill is dishonored by Kabir, and Rahul paid noting charges of rupees 500. We'll have to be very careful about this particular transaction. Okay, let me write down the observations first. Just a minute. Observations, let me copy it from here. Although observations are not same, but certain points will be easy for me to complete now, so I'll do it here. Oh, just a minute. Yes, observations. Who is the drawer? Rahul is the creditor, is equal to drawer, and Kabir is the debtor, is equal to drawee. Okay, opening balance is of rupees 37,000. Next, bill is drawn for rupees 35,500. Bill is drawn for how many months? 3 months. What is the day on which it is drawn? 1st of December. 1st of December 2019. So nominal due date will be 1st of December 2019 plus how many months? 3 months. So it becomes December to January, January to February, February to March. That means it is 1st of March. 1st of March 2020. We'll have to be careful now because we are changing the calendar now. And then 1st of March 2020 plus 3 days. That goes to 4th of March 2020. Okay, so that is the legal due date is known to us. The bill is dishonored, that is also known to us. Very good. And entries are passed, that is not required now. Date of discounting is also not required to be considered. So these are the things which are complete. Okay, next very important thing now, rule which I want you to remember. Since the problem of bill of exchange does not have transaction of sale or purchase, comma, the ledger accounts will have opening balances as follows. What are the opening balances? The opening balances are going to be in the books of drawer bracket मध्ये Rahul, drawee's account bracket मध्ये Kabir's account, will have debit balance, and in the books of drawee bracket मध्ये Kabir drawers account म्हणजे in the books of drawee, that is Kabir drawers account, that is Rahul's account, will have credit balance. Next point, if the problem would have given transaction of sale or purchase of goods, then there would not have been opening balances. Then there would not have been opening balances, full stop. So this is an important rule which you should keep in mind, and this is going to be valid for all the different problems which will be coming ahead. Okay, so I'm purposefully putting it in red line. It's a very important rule for us to keep in mind, and I'm changing the coloring also. Okay, so this is an important point. I hope everybody has understood the concept. If it is required, please pause the video, write down these things properly. Once these things are properly written, then you can resume the video and you can draw the format. What is the format? On the left hand side it is going to be Rahul, on the right hand side it is going to be Kabir. So on the left hand side it is Rahul in the books of Rahul, and in the books of Kabir it is supplier or seller or creditor, and here it is or debtor or Troy. Okay, and let me also change the column width here so it will be easy for me to write the things. Just a moment. I think you are also drawing the format, so it will be easy for you. Be quick. If my speed is higher, you can always pause the video and come to my speed. Okay, great. Now first date is going to be the date of drawing the bill. Okay, date of drawing the bill, that is known to us. In this problem there is no transaction of sale or purchase, so I cannot record the entry for sale or purchase. First entry is directly 1st December. Bill is of rupees 35,500 and the wording is full settlement. The wording is full settlement. Be careful about that particular wording. Okay, so although cash is coming in, bill is coming in of only rupees 35,500, still we are going to settle the account of 37,000. So 1st of December 2019, bills receivable account debit. The amount is 35,500 to Kabir account. Amount is 37,000. Sir, there is some complication. You have forgotten the basic rule. What is the rule? Every debit must have equal and corresponding credit. If you can remember this rule, I am very happy. Your observation is correct that the entry is not telling. In such a situation, it is necessary for us to debit 1,500 rupees to some or other account. Have they told you full settlement? Yes. That means we are not going to demand this remaining 1,500 from Kabir in future. Since we are not going to demand it, it is our loss. It is a loss which is in the form of discount. This is called as cash discount. This is not discount charges like that of bill discounted with the bank. This is nothing but cash discount, our 11th standard discount. So it will be cash discount account debit, or you can say discount account debit. So entry will be discount account debit rupees 1,500 and to Kabir account 37,000, being bill received, duly accepted and discount allowed. Okay, very important narration. Being bill received, duly accepted and discount allowed. Now in the books of, who is that? Mr. Kabir, the entry will be, we are paying to Mr. Rahul. Rahul is the receiver. Debit the receiver. Rahul account debit. Rahul is the receiver of rupees how much? Actually speaking, he is receiver of only rupees 35,000. But he has already agreed that he will consider this transaction to be fully settled. So we'll have to specify Rahul account debit rupees 37,000. Although we are giving him only bill of only rupees 35,500. Still, Rahul is not going to demand rest of the money of rupees 1,500. So we'll say Rahul account is getting cancelled for all rupees 37,000 because he has told us to consider in full settlement. To bills payable account 35,500. And to discount received account, reason is this is our income, credit all incomes and gains. Discount allowed is a loss and discount received is income. You can say to discount received account, or you can just say to discount account. That is also okay. Don't worry about that particular thing. So to discount account, amount is rupees how much? 1,500. Okay, being bill accepted and discount received. Being bill accepted and discount received. Okay, so this is where we have completed the first transaction. 1st of December, bill is received, duly accepted, discount is allowed, that is a cash discount, so it is recorded, and Kabir is the giver, that is what Rahul is going to say, and Kabir will specify Rahul is the receiver and discount is received by him. So this is how the transaction will be completed on 1st of December 2019. Let us consider next situation. On the due date, what is the due date? The due date is going to be 4th of March. On the due date, bill is not honored, the bill is dishonored. Before that, the bill is neither discounted nor sent to bank for collection nor endorsed, so we are considering bill retained and it is dishonored. Okay, so dishonored, that means on the due date, who is going to demand money from whom? Rahul will go to Kabir's house and will ask Kabir to make the payment, but Kabir is not interested in paying the bill, so Kabir is saying bill's payable is getting cancelled. Now be careful. We had allowed cash discount of rupees 1500 because at that time we were under assumption, under the belief that Kabir will honor the order after 3 months. But now it seems that after 3 months and 3 days, when we are going to Kabir and asking him to make the payment, Kabir is not honoring the bill. That means it is necessary for us to consider that this particular cash discount which was allowed by us in the past will have to be cancelled. So Rahul will say, if you are dishonoring the bill, I am going to cancel the discount allowed. So Kabir will have to specify, since I am dishonoring the bills payable, I should accept that the income which I had received, the gain which I had made of rupees 1500 in the form of discount received account, that gain will get cancelled. So the entry will be cancelling bills payable, or showing that the bills payable has expired, and at the same time cancelling the discount received in the past. So in the books of Kabir, let me pass the entry first. Entry will be on 4th of March 2019. The entry will be bills payable account debit. Amount is 35,500. Discount account debit. I'll do one thing, I'll write it as discount received account. That will be more easy for you to understand. Okay, otherwise you may feel that it is discount allowed. This is not discount allowed, this is discount received which was credited in the past, that is cancelled by me, and this I'll call it as discount allowed. Okay, so discount received account debit to Rahul account, amount is rupees 37,000, being our acceptance dishonored. The moment Mr. Kabir will dishonor the bill, in the books of Rahul, the entry will be 4th of March 2020. The entry will be, this Mr. Kabir is still our debtor, and now he is not just a debtor for rupees 35,500 because he is dishonoring the bill of rupees 35,500, but he is our debtor for all rupees 37,000 which he was supposed to pay in the past. We assume that he will pay after 3 months, so at that time we graciously allowed him a cash discount, but it seems that he doesn't deserve cash discount. Let us cancel the cash discount. So Kabir account debit rupees 37,000 to bills receivable account rupees 35,500 to discount allowed account rupees 1,500. Sir, why are you calling it a discount allowed account? If I'll just write discount account, there is a chance that a reader may feel that this is discount received from Mr. Kabir. In reality, it is not discount received from Kabir, but it is a discount which we had allowed in the past is getting cancelled now. That's why we are calling it as to discount allowed account. Okay, entry will be being bill dishonored and discount cancelled. and discount cancelled. Thereafter, this Mr. Rahul is not keeping quiet. Immediately he is going to notary public and he is making payment of noting charges for the purpose of getting the bill noted. That means it will be recorded by the government officer or government authorized person in his register that this transaction took place, that Mr. Rahul demanded money and Kabir failed to pay the money. So in that case, Rahul is going to pay the noting charges. Rahul knows that he is paying cash. He is paying cash for what? Noting charges. But these noting charges are not because of mistake of Rahul. These noting charges are on account of mistake of Mr. Kabir. आपला रूल काय आहे? जो मिस्टेक करतो तो मिस्टेक से चार्जेस भरतो. ओके, जो गलती करता है वो अपने गलती का हर्जाना भरता है, जुर्माना भरता है. द पर्सन हु मेक्स द मिस्टेक मस्ट बेयर द चार्जेस ऑफ मिस्टेक. जिसका मिस्टेक उसका खर्चा. Okay, so entry will be in the books of Rahul. Although cash is going out, this is not our expenditure. We will not consider noting charges account. We will consider Kabir account. Kabir account debit to cash account. Amount is rupees how much? 500. 500 being noting charges paid. Being noting charges paid. And in the books of Kabir, the entry will be on 4th of March 20. It is our expenditure, so we will have to say noting charges account debit. Noting charges account debit. But these noting charges are currently not getting out of our pocket. They are currently being paid by Mr. Rahul. So we owe Mr. Rahul this extra amount of rupees 500, which we'll have to pay to him afterwards. So to Rahul account rupees 500. Entry is noting charges account debit to Rahul account, being noting charges paid by Rahul. Okay, so here you complete the journal entries. These are the different journal entries which are required to be passed. Check out the journal entries properly. If required, pause the video, write down the entries, write down the narration properly, and then resume the video. Let me now go for the ledger accounts. In the books of whom? In the books of Rahul. Which account? Kabir account. And in the books of Kabir, which account? Rahul account, because they have asked us to prepare not only journal but also the ledger. In the observation we have mentioned, in the books of drawer, that is Mr. Rahul, drawee's account, that is Kabir's account, will have a debit balance. So in the books of Rahul, that is drawer, Kabir's account will have a debit balance 1st of December 2019 to balance brought down. To balance brought down. Just a moment. To balance brought down. What is the amount? The amount is rupees 37,000. And in the books of Kabir, the entry will be 1st of December 2019 by balance brought down. Amount is how much? 37,000. Then the first entry is passed by us. Our first entry in the books of Rahul was bills receivable account debit, discount allowed account debit to Kabir account. Go to the debit side of bills receivable, go to the debit side of discount allowed, and go to the credit side of Kabir. So let us go to the credit side of Kabir account. We have not prepared bills receivable account. We have not prepared discount allowed account, but we have prepared Kabir account. So let us go to the Kabir account. Let us go to the credit side of the same, and on the credit side of Kabir account we will write by bills receivable 35,500, by discount allowed 1,500. So I'll specify 1st of December 2019 by bills receivable account 35,500 and 1,500 by discount allowed account. But sir, discount allowed is a loss and debit all expenses and losses. So this account should have been debited, sir. You are crediting it. No, what you are saying is correct. Discount allowed is a loss. So this account should be debited. But it means discount allowed account should be debited. So it will go to discount allowed account debit side, and since it is going to discount allowed account debit side, it is coming to Kabir account credit side. Kabir account is not nominal account, sorry. Kabir account is not a nominal account. Kabir account is a personal account. So we'll say Kabir gave us 35,500 rupees bill Therefore, he gave us 1,500 rupees का नुकसान, loss, which we are ready to accept because we are receiving the bill. So we are happy for that. We are saying 35,500 मिल गया, काम खत्म हो गया, बाकी का बाद में छोड़ देंगे तो भी चलेगा. That's what we are doing. So he gave us two things. He gave us a loss. He gave us a pinch of rupees 1,500, and he gave us a bill of rupees 35,500. Okay. So he is the giver, credit the giver. That's why Kabir is credited by the amount of bills receivable as well as by the amount of loss he has caused to us. Okay. In the books of Kabir, the entry will be exactly ulta. The entry is already passed by us. Rahul account debit. So go to the debit side of Rahul account, and what you write there, you should write there 2 bills payable and 2 discount received account. So here you will specify date is 1st of December 2019 to bills receivable account, bills payable account 35,500 and 1,500 to discount received account. Sir, but discount received is income, credit all incomes and gains. So sir, it should be credited. Yes, discount received account should be credited, and discount received credited under the heading by Rahul. That means Rahul account debited under the heading to discount received. So first entry posting is over. The most important point which I want you to remember is this point. Opening balance. Don't forget this point. Okay. This point is very important for me. That is coming from the rules which we already passed. I hope you can see this particular thing now. Where did it come from? Problem has not told anything. We have understood that if the bill is there, that means there must be either sale purchase transaction, and if there is no sale purchase transaction, that means there must be discount. Okay, sorry, there must be opening balance. Next entry is on 4th of March. He is dishonoring the bill. Since he is dishonoring the bill, we are going to reverse the entries. So entry is Kabir account debit to bills receivable to discount allowed. So in the books of Rahul, Kabir account debit side on 4th of March 20 to bills receivable account, amount is 35,500, and below that 1,500 to discount allowed account, same date. Date is 4th of March 20, and here also the entry is exactly reverse. Bills payable account debit, discount received account debit to Rahul account. So Rahul account should be credited. Come to the credit side of Rahul account. Here we'll write 4th of March 20 by bills payable account and by discount received account. Amount is rupees 35,500 and 1,500. I hope you have understood the things properly. Okay. I am considering date column to be right aligned, so it will be easy for you to understand how the dates are written. Date column, amount column should be right aligned, particulars column should be left aligned. Okay. Done, and this one is also done. But Mr. Rahul did not keep quiet. He went to notary public, and then he specified that Kabir should pay now the noting charges also, which I am paying it today, but ultimately I am going to recover it from Kabir. So entry will be to cash account. How much amount is paying? 500 rupees is paying, and here we specify noting charges is our expenditure. Entry will be 4320 by noting charges account. By noting charges account, amount is rupees 500. So let us now take the total of the account. Okay, what is the total? 37,000 plus 35,500. 37,000 plus 35,500. Check it out. Plus 35,500 plus 1,500 plus 500. That goes to how much? 74,500. 74,500 is the total. 74,500 is the total. Let me put it as bold and underline, double underline for you. 74,500 which I'm writing on the credit side also. Oh, there is a small change which I would like to do. Just a minute. I would like to put this amount in the second last line here, and here there is nothing. Why I'm doing this? Because I'm required to write the balances again. Okay, 74,500 minus 37,000 minus 35,500 and minus 1,500, that goes to 37,500. So the balance which is remaining is of rupees 37,500, which I'll put it in an encircled manner so that it will be easy for others to understand that this was not given by the problem, but it is calculated by us. It's a balancing figure for us. Okay, so this is an encircled thing. Just a moment, no fill, and outline is going to be, that is okay, more than sufficient. Okay, this I'll call it as what, my closing balance, which is on 4th of March 20. I'll write here by balance carried forward, and on the debit side I'll write 4th of March 20 to balance brought down, and amount is how much? 37,500. Because in the books of Rahul, Kabir is debtor. Originally he was a debtor of 37,000, but now he has broken the promise. Since he broke the promise, we are required to pay noting charges, so his debit balance has got increased now. Earlier 37,000, which he has still not paid, and 500 rupees extra, that is amount of noting charges which we are going to recover from him afterwards. Take the case of Rahul, the entry will be exactly opposite. The balancing figure is same, sorry, totaling is same, 74,500, which I'll write here, and then balancing figure will be here 34,500, which I'll consider to be on the debit side now. To balance carried forward, date is 4th of March 20, and again 4th of March 20 by balance brought down, that is 34,500. Okay, oh sorry, that balance is how much? 37,500. Sorry for that mistake on my part, it should be 37,500. Okay, why 37,500? Because originally he was our debtor, originally he was our creditor by rupees 37,000. Now we have failed to complete his order, so he has gone to Notary Public and he has demanded that we should pay, and Notary Public has now charged him some money that he's going to recover from us only. That's why his credit balance, which was originally rupees 37,000, has gone up to rupees 37,500. So these are the points which I wanted you to understand. Let me just show the screen to you if it is required. Pause the screen and then check entries properly, check the balances. Remember that in the books of Rahul, Kabir was a debtor, so his balance is again going to be debit balance because he has dishonored the bill. And in the books of Kabir, Rahul was our creditor, that means his opening balance was credit balance. So again in the next month also it will be a credit balance only. So this is what is the first problem of ledger accounts, and most important rule we have learned: if there is no sale purchase transaction, then it is going to have opening balances properly. If you won't write opening balances, then the problem will be totally different and disaster. You will lose your marks. That particular thing should not happen. Okay, so thank you very much for this problem with me. In the next lecture I am going to consider next level of problem. Okay, thank you, bye bye.